The Pokemon card set Nile Zero released on the 23rd of January, so just a few days ago, and we're going to be looking into this set because a lot of the cards contained in that set are going to be in our Perfect Order English set, which we'll be releasing shortly. So we're going to look at the cards in the set to get an idea of the set overall, whether it's worth opening, depending on your reasoning for buying it. Just kind of going over the set, taking a look at the cards, and discussing a little bit about the set afterwards. What up? Welcome back to PoKaching. Hope you guys are all doing well. So as you know, in today's video, we're going to be diving into Nile Zero, taking a look at all the cards in the set. And if you guys like these kinds of videos, you like Pokemon card openings and so on, just discussion about the Pokemon TCG overall, then don't hesitate, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell if you are interested in being notified of future videos. And you know guys, I'm trying to grow the Kaching gang here, so don't hesitate. Definitely join us. We have some cool stuff coming up, and you know, I'm doing my best here, trying to keep up with the madness of the Pokemon TCG, which isn't always easy, but we're doing our best. So let's get into it. So Nile Zero. Let's take a look at the cards in this set. So we are starting off with the grass types as usual. So I don't know if I'm really going to dive into every single artwork. I'm going to let you guys kind of look at everything here, and if you do want to see it in detail, you can go over to Collector, so either on your phone or on your computer, whatever it may be, you can find all the card scans there in good quality. So if you do want to look over the set yourself in more detail, feel free to do so. But for today's video, we're just trying to get an overall feel for the set, taking a look at like the EX cards and so on. So first of all, we have this Decidueye EX. So just a regular EX there. Some cool artworks actually that I might be looking at. You know, if I see any artworks that kind of I like personally. So here we have this Salazzle EX giving you like a massive slap there. Obviously I can't read the attacks because they're in Japanese. But yeah, I mean, I do like this Staryu. I know it's a very basic Pokemon, but I do like the background there. It's pretty cool. Nice artwork on that one. Here's our infamous Mega Starmie EX, so you can't really see its legs there, you can kind of see it through the transparent part of the bottom of the card, but the top part just looks like a normal Starmie, I guess. So yeah, I'm curious to see if this card is going to become sought after just because of how ridiculous the design is. No idea, but hey, you never know. I like this Luxray actually, very, very nice artwork on that one. Pretty cool, he's got lightning shooting around him. Just a nice artwork on that one, even though it's just a regular holo rare card. But yeah, we do have this Mega Clefable, so one of the poster boys for this set. Looks like it's doing a metronome there with this, you know, kind of like the spiraling effect and the stars around it. Really reminds me of Metronome. I don't know if you've played the Gold and Silver games, but it used to be like a finger that would do that with like stars kind of around it. So really looks like that here anyway. Maybe that is what the attack is. I can't tell, obviously, because I can't read Japanese. So yeah, Clefable, or Mega Clefable, one of the poster boys for the set. We have this nice little Clefairy as well, which is pretty cool. And there is a really nice illustration rare of this Clefairy too that we will be looking at. And yeah, a lot of people have been saying that this set is very mid, which, you know, it all depends on why it depends on you, really. It really depends on whether you like the Pokemon or not. Are you just looking to make money from this? Because if that's the case, then yeah, maybe it is mid. But if you actually like Pokemon, and you actually enjoy opening up cards, and you actually like to collect stuff, you know, it could be a good set for some people, you know? I mean, this Mega Zygarde here, I'm not a fan of Zygarde, I don't really care. I don't think that many people are a fan of Zygarde. There must be some people that like it. But yeah, I don't know if there are many fans of Mega Zygarde, but there may be, so who knows? I mean, the card does look cool with like the cool Mega effect there with the blue and the red and, you know, the green from Mega Zygarde. I don't know, man, maybe some people are gonna like it. Then obviously we have the Ghastly, Haunter, and oops, what did I just do there? The Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar line. So that Haunter looks pretty cool actually, kind of a nice artwork there. And here's a Gengar, which is pretty cool as well. Kind of creeped into someone's room there. So yeah, I mean, this is just an uncommon card, and look at the price. I mean, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it's sitting at $2 for an uncommon card just because it's Gengar, so yeah, man, that's what the TCG is like now, at the moment, anyway. Here we have an Yveltal EX, so that's cool. We do have a full art of this one later on in the set that we're going to take a look at. We also have the Mega Skarmory EX, which I think is a missed opportunity to make a really cool special illustration rare, but they didn't, so whatever. I mean, maybe they will in some other set, I'm not too sure, but very cool, coming at you with his massive claws there. And then what else do we have? We have this Meowth EX, another poster boy for the set. So just a regular Meowth EX, fair enough. Now Meowth has 170 HP, looks like. Used to be 50 or something in the jungle set, I can't remember, but yeah. Things have gotten out of hand here. 170 HP. Here we have a Snorlax, always, or very often, sleeping next to a tree. So yeah, there we go. Here we have all the trainer cards. So we have the Antique Jaw Fossil, Sail Fossil for Aurorus and Tyrunt, I believe. And then we have these kind of energy cards, some of the trainers that are in the set. This core memory thing, which is for Zygarde, I presume. And here we are, onto the illustration rare. So we're going to take a look at each and every one of these in a bit more detail. So we have this one here with a Spupa, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Very cool artwork, actually. It's pretty nice. It looks kind of like watercolor, almost. The style of, the artwork. Beautiful card. Like, really nice card. Not such a popular Pokemon, but still a nice card. If you're into artwork, we've got this Rowlet here, kind of fat Rowlet. Yeah, pretty fun little card if you like Rowlet. So there you go. We have this really nice, what is this, Talonflame, I believe? I think it's Talonflame. Very, very cool artwork. And for some reason it kind of reminds me of, I know it's not the same illustrator, I do like Okacheke's artwork, but it kind of reminds me of the Persian from Shrouded Fable, the kind of like town in the background. So yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but very, very cool artwork anyway, so that's a cool one. Here we have Aurorus. So yeah, I can't remember what the pre-evolution's called. Amora? I can't remember. Anyway, Aurorus looking cool in like some kind of a snowy environment with like pine trees covered in snow. So it's a nice artwork there. We have this Dedenne, which is quite cool. I do like this one quite a bit. I love Hyoganosuke's artworks as well, so once again, I do like this one with the autumn leaves falling. I think the color scheme is really nice. Definitely a beautiful card. Moving on, we have my favorite illustration rare from the set, which is this Clefairy here. The colors are absolutely amazing on this one. Once again, it looks like he's doing a metronome there with all the little stars and his finger pointing up. Who knows, maybe that's what the attack is. We'll see when the English set comes out. But yeah, very, very nice colors, very cool artwork. So yeah, it's a nice one. Definitely probably going to be one of the most popular cards in the set in terms of illustration rares. And judging by the price, actually, I didn't really see that. And Dedenne as well, and Rowlet. So these are kind of the more expensive illustration rares in the set. Here we have an Esper, just chilling, did too much homework, fell asleep. We have this Probopass, I'm not a fan of this Pokemon, so I can't really... It's difficult for me to find this Pokemon cool, I don't know, it's an original design, I guess, I'm not much of a fan. But yeah, it's a cool artwork, I guess. I really do like Tyrunt, so this is a really nice artwork, and it's going to be a promo from the Perfect Order ETBs, so if you want this card in English, you'll have to buy the ETB to get that. But yeah, very, very cool card, just chomping through trees and stones and boulders and so on. So yeah, I do like that one. I love my dinosaur and dragon kind of Pokemon. Here we have this really cool illustration by Kawaii, who did a lot of the artwork in the Heart Gold Soul Silver series. So there's a Drapion there, very cool artwork, very, very nice. And just before last, we have Doublade, I believe. Which is really cool, actually, in an armory like this. This is the first time seeing it, that I remember anyway, in an armory, and I think that's a really interesting artwork. Very, very nice touch there. So yeah, that's an awesome, awesome artwork. Like, that's a really, really good one. Then we have this Raticate here with Rattata. Very, very cool, just always chilling around dumpsters and so on in alleyways. Obviously, they are rats, so that's what they do. But yeah, very cool card. I love my Gen 1, so obviously I like this one a lot too. Full art wise, I'm not going to go into every single one. So we do have Decidueye, Salazzle. Here's the Mega Starmie, so the long leg Starmie. Just looking weird as usual, I guess. We have Mega Clefable. Pretty cool with the Clefable in the background. Yeah, that's a cool one actually. The colors are nice. So we have Mega Zygarde with normal Zygarde in the background. Pretty sweet. Yveltal is a cool one. Definitely a cool Pokemon. A lot of people like him. And then we have the Skarmory, and then we have Meowth. So there we go. In terms of trainers, we have a bunch here, which I'm not really going to go into. We have some trainer cards with Tarragon, Naveen, Rose's Encouragement, which is really expensive for just a normal full art card. So it's not even like an SAR or anything. But yep, obviously, you know, Japanese waifu cards do well apparently. So there you go. That's Rose's Encouragement, and then we have Jacintha. I don't know if the E is supposed to be pronounced or not. There you go. Then we have, you know, Lumio City, Forest of Vitality, and now we're into the SARs. So here we have our Mega Starmie in the city, kind of like Batman, standing up on top of a building, just creeping everyone out, shooting like a creepy laser. I don't know, it is a cool artwork actually, honestly, even though the Pokemon I just really can't find it in me to appreciate it. I don't know why. I just like regular Starmie's good. This one's weird. But yeah, anyway, cool artwork. Could be kind of a fun chase, I guess, if you want like a meme Pokemon. And then we have this Mega Clefable EX special illustration or special art rare because it's Japanese. So it's a shame there's no Clefairy in there, but there's a massive moon in the background there, which is cool because Clefable and Clefairy are moon Pokemon, are supposed to be coming from the moon. They evolve with Moonstone. I mean, the Clefairy evolves with the Moonstone into Clefable. So yeah, it's cool to have like a really massive moon with like the craters and so on. Yeah, it's a cool artwork, I guess. So nice there. We have this really cool, actually. The colors are really awesome on this one. The Mega Zygarde EX, we have its different percentage forms. You know how there's like Zygarde, so many percent, so many percent, so many percent. So it goes from the dog one to the kind of slug looking thing to actual Zygarde, full 100% form. And then we have a bunch of the squishy, is that what they call them? Like the smallest version of Zygarde here that you can see in blue. So you have all of the forms, and then the Mega Zygarde with this massive bazooka thingy there. So yeah, it's a cool artwork in terms of the colors and so on. I just don't know if it's going to be a very popular Pokemon to chase after. Probably not, to be honest. And then we have this Meowth illustration rare, which will do well probably just because Meowth, Gen 1, kind of an iconic Pokemon with Team Rocket. And just kind of like a fun, nice SAR. Nothing that I'd be too keen on, honestly, but yeah, still a cool card. And then we have Rose's Encouragement SAR, so it's probably going to be a very expensive one. I don't really care much about SAR trainers and so on, unless it's like Giovanni or like a really iconic trainer that I know, but I don't really know who Rosa is, so maybe that's my fault for not knowing who she is, but yeah, don't really care too much about it. Pretty expensive, $275. I wonder how long that's going to hold up. And then we have Jacintha, or just Jacintha, I can't remember, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, she's very greedy apparently. She likes to eat a lot of food. So yeah, there you go. That's all the SARs. So now, looking at all those, so looking at the art rares and looking at the special illustration rares, special art rares, do I think this set is gonna do well? Well, I think it will do well given enough time, like every single Pokemon card set, if we're talking about investing. In terms of like short term, I don't know if it's going to be the most sought after set. You know, maybe some people are really going to chase after this Meowth here. I don't really, no, I don't think it's the strongest set, to be honest. But that doesn't mean it's not a good set. It's not because it doesn't have Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Giratina, any of those kind of like really massive chase Pokemon. It's not because they're not in the set that the set isn't a good set. It's just, it won't be as popular. But that's okay. We need sets like this as well. You can't always give the spotlight to the most popular Pokemon because that's just going to be boring over time. You know, you're just always getting the same chase cards. It's going to be boring. So it's cool to see that they're actually giving some attention to some other Pokemon. It's cool to see just like a normal basic form Pokemon getting a special art rare or something. I know Pikachu gets it a lot, but he's like the poster boy for Pokemon. So it's cool to see other ones getting them. So that's a nice touch. But yeah, I don't think the set is going to do too well, short term anyway. So yeah, I mean, if you want to buy it and open it, I'd say the only thing to watch out for is how much you're paying for it, because you have to kind of keep that into consideration. I mean, I don't like to say that you should always think about how much it costs when you're wanting to buy it, to open it, to enjoy it. But I just think that because there's less value in this set, I mean, in English, I'm curious to see what the prices are going to be. But because there's maybe less value in the set, maybe it won't be worth paying, you know, like 200 plus for a booster box. So yeah, the only thing I'd say is be careful with how much you're paying for it. If you do want to open it because you like the look of the set, then by all means, you know, go for it, enjoy it. It is a cool set. It just doesn't have, you know, all the most popular Pokemon in it, but it does have some nice ones. So if you are able to get it for a reasonable price and you do want to open it, yeah, go for it. Enjoy it, have fun with it. It's a cool Pokemon card set. There are some really cool artworks. Even the Starmie is weird, but I mean, the artwork is pretty good. So yeah, I don't think it will do too well in terms of short-term prices and so on. Investing wise, it probably will do alright if you hold it long enough once again. But yeah, not the strongest set. It will do some good, hopefully, to the TCG, and hopefully the set following this will do some good as well. I think it's going to be like a Twilight Masquerade type situation where we're going to have Greninja as like a huge chase Pokemon, but otherwise it's not going to be too crazy. I don't know. We don't know if those reveals are true or not yet. It kind of looks real, but we don't know yet. So I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. One set at a time. Let's not try to look too far ahead, but it would be cool if we got two kind of, not mid, but kind of less popular sets to cool things down a little bit. But then again, 30th anniversary is coming up, and that's just going to go crazy, so maybe after that we'll have some fine, like just a little bit of time to just rest. I don't know. I think there might be another set coming out with like Mega Rayquaza or something like that, or Rayquaza. I don't know, man. Do what you wish with this set. I mean, if I can get a reasonable price, I might open some up on the channel, but honestly, if the prices are really high on this set, I'd rather buy other sets that I enjoy more for the same amount of money. I don't want to be putting a lot of money into a set just because it's new. I want to go to sets that I actually like, where I like the cards and I'm actually drawn to them. And personally, if I'm completely honest, I'm not really drawn to this set much. And I think a lot of people share that sentiment. So yeah, guys, I mean, you do you. You buy what you want to buy, enjoy what you want to enjoy. Don't listen to what everyone else is saying. Just do what makes you happy and enjoy the TCG if you can, in any way you can, and just do you. So guys, that's it for today's video. Once again, if you do like these kinds of videos talking about TCG, releases, Pokemon card openings, and so on, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you do want to be notified for future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, take care. Peace out. Bye.